Hey, what's up? I'm back again because Titanfall 2 was a major success. It has currently 18 views. And then this really crappy review thing again. So yeah. So what game did I play this time? Well, I played Animal Crossing, and Animal Crossing is a very, very, very family-friendly, violent game.
How would you like to die today, motherfucker?
No. Yeah. So, Animal Crossing New Horizons is a game about cool guns, big demons, and using said guns to kill said demons in the most elegantly brutal way that I've ever seen. Whilst it's running at a smooth and silky 60 frames per second, and wait, am I talking about the wrong game? Animal Crossing's Electric Boogaloo is about a man who is way too fucking angry to die. The whole plot of the game, it doesn't really matter, but demons are invading planet Earth, and you, as Doom Guy, must stop that by hunting the Hell Priests and also their leader too. It's basically my childhood story. Let me just talk more about the shit in this game. As this game shines more because of the campaign, the multiplayer is not that good. I tried it. It's just 2v1 demons versus Doom person, and as it's just like, as demons, you just spawn demons, so, you know, it's kind of shit. I might as well play Ultra Nightmare. I know I'm 2-3 months late on this game, but do I really look like I can? And do I look like the CEO of gamer people? No. Will I stop doing this? No. Will I upload a series on this? Maybe. Probably not. Okay, let's just go into the game. The gameplay of Animal Crossing: The Wrath of Khan is near perfection. It's simple. It's simple, basic. You know, just shoot demons, move around, and also, you know, just feel good. Just feel good doing it. You know, this game has a lot more stuff jam-packed into it than its predecessor. This time, Doom Guy's got extra perks on him. He's got frag grenades, ice grenades, flamethrower. We can fist people with more power now. The entire gameplay just works really nice. It's like fast, like Usain Bolt during sex. It's intense and gory like a brutal shower of blood and guts. It's basically an edgy kid's wet dream, unlike myself. Like, the combat is great. You are never at a disadvantage during a fight because, you know, you got enough supplies, bullets, you know, fucking KFC spokes to help you during the combat. You know, this time they gave you more limited ammo, so you're required to use a chainsaw enemy, as it gives you bullets, you know. Instead of guns blazing and coked up shit turret you're now Bukkake snapback hat from Sherlock Holmes, as you're really thinking things through when you kill, mindlessly killing people, but using blood mind too, you know. It's just really intense and fun, you know. It's the game that just throws you immediately into the clusterfuck, and, you know, I really liked it. You know, this time the thing that they new add was platforming. They're pretty fun. You know, now Doom Guy can do Prince of Persia, hardcore parkour. You know, now to the progress. You know, it's like gets you thinking there. You know, it's like, oh, move left. You know, move left. Aim. You can't aim in this game. You know, just base stuff. You know, left, right, forward, backwards, slide. Double punch, blood punch, shotgun, technologic. Well, the game does make you feel like an Italian badass monkey with a shotgun, so that's gameplay. The level design of Animal Crossing Rip and Tear Edition is also you know, it's near perfection. It's perfect. It's perfecto. There's a lot more detail, and it's a lot more colorful, and just sneezing more life into this than the previous, which was basically just Mars and Hell. This time it's, you know, you go from different locations, from a ruined town to a space colony to other dimensions you visit, including Doom Guy's crib. Yeah, he has a crib now. It's more like a space station than a crib, but it's a dope crib. Even has a demon prison that you can fucking kill demons. Very kinky shit. Demon prisons. Wait, hold on. He has a slave with demons. There's even like the game itself. My phone is vibrating, and they have more content this time. It's all more detailed than the previous. I would say I remember the previous on my head. But yeah, But like during the battles, you know, there's always more space to move around. You then, unless if you corner yourself. But you know, this is Animal Crossing's not Call of Duty Zombies. But also, the game just looks pretty. It's detailed and nicely polished out. It's like id Software did wax on, wax off on the whole Doom game that was previous. Animal Crossing. The enemies are pretty good too. You know, they kept it close to like the 90s version. They're a lot more tougher. You know, they seem to have categorized the demons on like how frequent they appear, so then each fight feels different. So, you know, I think I would count as spoiler in this game, other than the story, if you care about that, is the enemies you encounter, because the enemies you encounter are mainly the main focus of this game, and also the gameplay too. But that doesn't matter. I think to keep in mind that this very light on spoiler is the main thing about the whole enemies is that the main enemies I see is zombies, Soldier Boy, the Simps, and Brains on Legs, and Bukaki Demon. So, yeah. But I'm not gonna go too Inspector's calls on those enemies. But I would say Marauder doesn't deserve the hate. He's a cool boss. I like him.
Tell me you're not going to throw me through that portal. Oh, you fucking cunt!
Slayer, I kid you not. He turns himself into a pickle. Funniest shit I've ever seen. What do you mean it wasn't funny?
If you have a complaint against Marauder, go through other channels that talked about it, because I'm not going to talk about the Marauder. He's good, he's decent, it's pretty nice. Met him. Yeah. I played this game on my Nokia brick phone. It ran at 1080p with a solid 60 FPS throughout, with very little and minor frame dips from time to time, but my quote-unquote console handled it. Yeah, it's a real brain smasher thing. Okay, I don't even know what I'm saying, but this is a pretty game. It's a very pretty game, you know. I don't really have much input from the graphics or like the performance. It ran pretty well. I have like a middle or low to middle range PC, and it ran really well. I killed demons, and also, you know, it's a good game. I can't really. It's like like the soundtrack. It's like it's perfection. Like the soundtrack is fucking awesome. What makes, like, the soundtrack is also another thing, a feature of the game that makes your dick feel like a sledgehammer. What else? I think that people disliked about Doom Eternal. I think that people disliked about Animal Crossing's Black Ops 5 is the story. The game had more focus on storytelling this time, and I thought that was a really dumb thing to criticize about a game that's mainly about violence, which constantly has violence throughout. What's wrong with it having a little bit of story? The story kind of places the main character of where he explores, and then adds more lore and to the whole shtick throughout the entire game. So stop, like, what's wrong with the story? Yeah, so it doesn't make sense, and it's kind of confusing at times, but it's not the point. It gets lost, okay? But the whole point of the game is that it's an over-the-top, dick-kicking demon simulator. So I don't really understand the complaint. The game still manages to do that with little story stuff, okay? They still manage to make Doom Guy look like a badass. Even though he, you know, there's like a flashback. There's like, oh yeah, Doom Guy, yeah, it's like Marine, yeah, we found him all teared up, and he still wants to kick ass, so let's just pump up some testosterone in him and make him fucking Doom Guy. Well, like I just said, like, the story doesn't make sense at times. I know this game doesn't really focus on the story, but it's just confusing. I wish I had more basic and understandable points. Not complaining, it's just you know, the story's you know, it's understandable, but it's the boss fights were also at times. They felt like Tom Cruise daily routine of live, die, and repeat. it just feels like repetitive, you know. Break this part and then you kill it. That's pretty much it. But I understand that the game's going for a more arcadic tone. So I just contradicted myself. What the fuck? It seems like a time for me to do my quote-unquote rate the game in this very poorly structured and written review. So let me think of a rating. Okay, so if punching is good and kicking is and bitch slapping is bad, I'd give Animal Crossing's Excellent Adventure a crater in its skull with the previous game's kneecap after uppercutting its dick. It's a goddamn near masterpiece. 9 out of 10. It's a hell of a ride. Haha, hell, get it? It's a pun. Because he goes to hell. That I'll revisit. That I'll definitely revisit, you know. Even if I might ingest my organs, I'll still revisit the game. You know, I'd highly recommend it to anyone, you know. Anyone, whether they're younger, older, you know. Like my friend with erectile dysfunction, the quiet kid in the back of my class, James, maybe the demon underneath my bed. Oh shit, they're the same people. I even made a flowchart too, whether you should play the game or not. It's a pretty basic flowchart. Oh, it's called Doom Eternal. I knew there was something wrong with this. Doom Eternal at heart is a remake of the older Doom game, whilst also being a remaster of Doom 2016, but also being its own good shit at the same time. Should you play it? Yes, I've already said that. I'm repeating myself. I'm very good at this whole reviewer shit. On a side note, if you haven't played Doom 2016, you can still play Doom Eternal. It still works as its own shit. But I would do a review on Doom 2016, but I know a guy who's currently playing it, and I'm gonna call him right now. Whoops, that's loud. Yo, how you doing?
Good, you?
Yeah, quick question. How's Doom going so far?
Well, I've just met Samuel Hayden, so it's doing pretty well.
Yeah, overall, what would you say about Doom 2016 so far?
I fucking love it.